Time now to get the news, travel and weather where you are. Can we just shift it? Just look, mate. Move it.
It's my cup now.
Side. Just move
mine.
It there. Just move it over there.
Good morning, welcome to BBC Newsline. The Chancellor, George Osborne, will deliver his fourth budget this afternoon. He's expected to announce a number of fresh measures designed to help get the economy moving. Our business correspondent Kevin McGee reports.
In terms of the big picture, the Chancellor is expected to stick to his deficit reduction plan, which will mean less money for Whitehall departments. This afternoon, the Department of Finance at Stormont will calculate what impact, if any, the budget will have on public spending here. Tens of thousands of public sector workers in Northern Ireland will be anxious to hear if the Chancellor proceeds with plans to limit automatic pay increases. Above-inflation rises in alcohol and tobacco duty are expected. Many will hope the increased tax take from these will mean a suspension in the rise in fuel duty planned for the autumn. Kevin McGee, BBC Newsline.
A Public Accounts Committee report has accused the Housing Executive of being out of control in the way it managed maintenance contracts worth millions of pounds. It also criticised the Department for Social Development of not being aware of issues which existed within the organisation. Last year, the Audit Office found that the Housing Executive had been exposed to fraud because of major problems in the oversight of work carried out by contractors. The Department of Regional Development has until today to challenge a High Court judge's decision to quash their application to proceed with the A5 dual carriageway linking Dublin with the northwest of Northern Ireland. Last week, Mr Justice Stevens said he was minded to quash the decision to construct the road following a legal challenge by local businessmen, farmers and landowners. A man from Cookstown is hoping to follow in the footsteps of Captain Scott as part of a six-man team who are traversing Antarctica during winter time. Weather permitting, Richmond Dyke and his teammates are hoping to set off today on a 2,400-mile journey from Crown Bay to Captain Scott's base at McMurdo Sound via the South Pole. They'll be travelling in temperatures approaching -90 degrees Celsius and in near permanent darkness. Staying with the cold theme, and time now for a look at what the weather has in store for the day ahead. Here's Barra Best.
We've had quite an eventful night. We've had sleet and snow showers mixed in with some thunder, and we still have a weather warning in force for some snow, and that could cause some disruption during the first part of the day. Eventually though, any showers will eventually move further west and south, clearing away, giving some brighter weather and even some sunshine before nightfall across parts of the east. A cold day though, temperatures of just 4 or 5 degrees, but feeling colder with any winds. Through the course of this evening and overnight, it's going to turn much drier with a slight frost developing, but with a fair amount of cloud around. Most of us should avoid the frost as temperatures dip to 1 or 2 degrees. So it's going to be a dry start to tomorrow, but don't be fooled. Keep the umbrella handy because the rain isn't far away. It's eventually going to push up from the south by late tomorrow afternoon, and that rain is going to stay with us overnight into Friday, and already we have an early warning for rain.
Well, that's the local news for now. I'll be back in half an hour. In the meantime, have a very good morning. Bye-bye.
Dr. Joanne Fletcher isn't going to bang on about pyramids, pharaohs and